everybody, what's up? It's JD and Errol from DOA, and we're back with another DOA exclusive.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Swagg Tagz, a company that specializes in making drum wraps.
So today we're going to be showing you how to put the actual drum wraps by Swagg Tagz onto your drums. A lot of people use drum wraps to make their drum shells look better once there's a little bit of wear and tear, or also to help along with the theming of their shows. Okay, so before you begin, you're going to need a couple of tools, not anything major. Obviously, you're going to need your drum key so that you can loosen up heads and things like that. You'll need an X-Acto knife so that you can cut out certain parts of the wrap. And then you're going to need either a drill or a screwdriver. I prefer the drill, makes things go a lot faster with the process, but you can also use a screwdriver as well.
Alright, so first things first is we're going to have to take off our hoops rims so it can work better with the shell.
Alright.
Alright guys, so now we're going to take our drill and we're going to remove all the screws on the drum. Alright guys, so now that we have the drum completely stripped down just to its wooden shell, this is a great opportunity and time to go wipe down the shell before you go ahead and put the wrap on it.
Okay, so now that your drum is clean and it's ready to go, you want to start to look and make sure you know where the back and the front of your drum are so that you can line up your wrap completely. You want to make sure that it's lined up correctly, because if it's not, then you're going to have all sorts of problems. Okay, once you have it lined up correctly, front and back, that's when you're going to want to peel away the adhesive strip that is underneath the seam here, and go ahead and attach it. Now, the important part to remember when doing this is making sure that everything, even on the sides, is aligned. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to peel back this strip like so, and then we're going to go ahead and attach it to the actual drum. Now, don't go on and attach the other side of the seam just yet.
Alright guys, so before we attach the other side of the seam of the wrap, what you want to do is you're going to grab your X-Acto knife and we're going to make our way around the drum, and we're going to cut out the air holes and the badge of the drum.
So when you're doing your air holes, you want to first cut out the inside of the air hole, and then on the outside you're going to score around the edge and then go ahead and cut out the outside seam. So first I'm going to go ahead and cut out this inside of the air hole. So now that we've got the inside of the air hole cut out, now we're going to go ahead and score around the outside just so that we know where the air hole seam actually is, and then we're going to go ahead and cut that out. Now we're going to move on to the badge. Since the badge is not actually attached to the inside of the shell, we're just going to go straight to scoring it on the outside so that we know exactly where the badge is. so that we don't miscut anything. And once you're done scoring, then you're gonna go around where you scored at with your X-Acto knife and cut out the shape of the actual badge.
Guys, now that we have made our way around the drum and cut out all our air holes and badge, what you want to do is you want to go to the other end of the wrap, pull this thing off, and we're going to line it up the wrap and push it down.
Okay, now that we basically have our wrap on the drum shell, the only other thing that we really have to worry about is all of the screw holes. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your X-Acto knife and you're just gonna poke a little X inside each screw hole. That way your screws can get through.
While we're at the process of rebuilding the drum, I have a piece of hardware and some screws. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the hardware back to the shell, like such. I'm going to take one screw, put it in on the top and bottom, and continue going around the drum.
And so now what you want to do, now that you have all your screws finger tightened, you want to take your drill and you want to go around the entire drum, and with a light touch or on a light setting, you want to go ahead and tighten all your screws.
Alright guys, so at this point, the wrap is on, and all you have to do is reassemble your drum. We're going to take our rim and our head and our drum key and get to work.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to show you is how to put the wrap on the snare drum. It's very similar to the bass. Actually, contrary to popular belief, the snare is easier than the bass drum because there's actually less screw holes in the shell. You only have to take off one head, that's the bottom head. So in doing that, you're gonna want to prepare yourself for a few steps. You're gonna need to take off the snares themselves first, then you're gonna want to take off the rim and the head, as well as the snare hardware, and then the shell will slide out all as one, okay?
Once you have the first seam on, what you want to do is you want to make your way around the drum again like we did on the bass drum. You cut out your air holes and badge. Alright, so we have our top snares, our air holes, and our badge cut out, and our hardware X'd out. And we're ready to assemble the whole drum now. Alright guys, as you can see, we've got all the hardware on, including our top and bottom head with their rims on. And I just want to warn all you guys, the drums we are using in this video are Yamaha Forsandos. So depending on what drum you have, it may be a slightly different process. But the good thing about these wraps is it adds a new feel to the drum, it shows characteristics, it adds that, touch to the show that might be missing from just a plain drum. And these wraps from Swagg Tagz look extremely good. We're certainly extremely pleased with how they turned out.
Alright guys, that about wraps it up for our drum wraps today. Some of you may be wondering about tenors. Tenor shells are pretty much the same. The only thing that is different about the tenor shells is the dip in the shell, okay? And you're gonna take some scissors and you're just going to go around with the scissors with that contour. Pretty simple, easy step to add in. Before we head out of here, I just want to say thank you to Swagg Tagz for sending us these wraps. If you are near a computer or on your phone, go to swagtagz.com so you can check out their wraps. They have some really cool designs that you might want to check out, and their prices are actually cheaper than a lot of the other drum slips and wrap companies that are out there. So make sure that you guys go visit swagtagz.com and get your drum wraps today.